Good morning. So I was thinking about possibly that's real wet. I was thinking about possibly going to the food bank, so I could have a little bit of extra stuff for the weekend. But it's raining this morning, and it's not raining like super heavy, but it's not worth it when I have stuff. I have stuff. I have stuff. I'll just make use of my stuff, and I will probably go on Monday instead. Um, but my glasses are ready. Do I still have makeup? Looks like I still have makeup. Anyways, my glasses are ready up on Upper Ottawa, where the Dollar Tree is. However, I can't really do anything exciting at the Dollar Tree because I'm broke. So I do need to get sponges, and I do need to get some garbage bags. So that's $2.50 at the Dollar Tree. And then we'll see if I can find maybe like a snack or some extra, like something for foods. Uh, but right now, I just finished editing a video, and then also a rabbit was in my closet. She just hopped out of the closet. Um, um, I just edited a video, and then I was looking over some of the videos because I've said this before. I'm several videos ahead in real life, so I have a back catalog to be posted. That's like 3, 4, or 5 videos, and I was looking at one of them, and one of them somehow corrupted itself, and I'm not going to remake that, so we're just going to have a little gap in time, which is fine, because it is what it is. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to, what are we doing over here? I know, did she just go in the bathroom? She did just go in the bathroom. Hey, you! Hey, you! I'm going to do my dishes, and I'm going to make an iced coffee, and I'm going to head out. And she like gives me the glasses, and she's like, "Oh, you gotta try them on, like tell me if they fit right." And I was like, "Okay." So I put them on. I was just like, "Yeah, whatever. Like it's fine." Like I honestly don't fucking care at all. Like really don't. She's like, "No, no, no. You gotta get them adjusted so they don't fall off." And I'm like, "Sure, like whatever. Like I got fucking cords for that, you know. Like I like the grandma cords. I don't care about that." She's like, "Well, if you get them adjusted, you don't have to get the cord." I'm like, yeah, but then I'm gonna wait 2 weeks for you guys to do like a 1 millimeter adjustment, so I don't think I'm gonna do that. Like there's like I usually get my glasses online. I don't even have an option for adjustment, so just make do. Just make do. I hate that place. They were rude downtown, they were rude uptown. But whatever, I got my glasses at least. I will try them on at home. Well, I did try them on in there, they were fine, but like I'm showing them at home. Right now we're gonna go to the Dollar Tree. I didn't want to be a weirdo on the bus. And also, I just stood up, got real lightheaded. You know what? I gotta stop for a second. Sometimes, sometimes I stand up. Sometimes I stand up and I have really bad blood pressure. And I get really, really, really lightheaded, as if I'm gonna pass out. So that just happened. Probably because I've had some coffee as well. Okay, I'm good now. Let's go. So while I was on the bus, I decided I would go ahead and start applying to more jobs because, I decided I would go ahead and I would apply to the jobs that have like forced you to do it on the company website because that was basically the only ones I had left in my Indeed pile. Was like all the ones that said you gotta go apply on the company website, which means you pretty much have to type out your resume again. And I mean, like, everybody knows this already. This is not news to anybody. Anybody who's looked for a job in the past like 5 years and you've experienced that. So it's just a pain in the ass, right? So I try and avoid those ones, but generally those ones also, because like they figured out a way to cut down the applicants essentially, and I can respect that. Somebody was just trying to call me, but it was likely fraud, according to the caller ID. Where am I going to go? I'm going to go this way. So anyways, I had to apply to all those things. And I was, my shit? Yeah, my shit. And I was like, oh fuck, let me go. I know there's like some sort of like confirmation. So I was like, let me go check my email. So I go and check my email. And I see this thing from this, like, there's like a name I don't know. And there's like onboarding and offer. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? So I open it. It's literally from. They've given me a job offer letter. They sent me a job offer letter. So I got the job. I got the job. It says I would start on the 21st, which is, I think, on Monday. And I don't have any safety shoes. So I don't know. I messaged the government. And asked them if they had anything they could do for me. Somehow I feel like they won't, because I think I've asked this before and they weren't able to help, but hopefully they can help. And they can help with bus fare as well. But yeah, I got a job. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to Nations. And I'm gonna get something. Because when I went to the Dollar Tree, first of all, I had to pay like 50 cents more for each item compared to Dollarama. So how dare you? And then all their food items were like shitty. So I'm just gonna go to Nations instead. Just sitting here, I got a fucking notification on my phone from the bunny job, and it was like, your pay statement is ready. And I was like, what the fuck? No, it's not. I'm done working. This is 2 weeks past the last time I worked. And then I was like, oh shit, is there like the leftover money? Like, I don't know. Every time I fucking end a job, there's always some kind of leftover money after the fucking pay. And they said it's gonna pay me $45. $45. Bruh. That's whatever awarding me for yesterday when I was like, let me shut the fuck up because it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not. That could be so much worse. Could be so much worse. Could be so much worse. And that's why I gotta listen to my song, which is not the original Don't Worry, Be Happy. It's actually by Little Duval, which is kind of a comedian. He's kind of a comedian, but he does a cover of this song with T.I., and I fucking love it. You should appreciate life.
It could be over tonight. Ain't nothing going the way that you want it to go, but it gon' be alright. No stress and no pressure. Know the progression come after the pain. Stay solid whatever you go through. Just know every storm gon' run out of rain. Fix it or fuck it, no time to complain. Do something about it or shut up about it. There's plenty of folk out here who going through things worse than you, so keep your head up about it. Been through so much that we made it about it. This ain't gon' break me, DJ gon' make me bounce back again, looking Godly the greatest. Appreciate everyday living, amazing for real. Got no money, ain't got no job. Stores got burned down.
Anyways, here's my new glasses. I'm glad there's massive fucking glare off them. It's not even that bad with the other fucking glasses, but I'm glad there's the huge fucking glare off them. So yeah, I got the clear ones so you can still see my face. Honestly. Although now that I'm looking at them, I don't love them. I don't love them. I really don't love them. Maybe I'll get used to it. Although I still wear my dad glasses that like are ugly as fuck. They fit, by the way.
I was sad last night. I'm okay now. I was hungry as fuck. I just ate now. But the state that I'm in got me anxious again. All these checks coming in. Any day now. I'm on the grind.
Hamilton update. There's a man that the barking is from. He's still here. It's from a guy. He's wearing a purple suit, and he's walking 3 corgis. And the corgis are kind of assholes. But then on top of that, on the other side of the street, was a security guard doing the lean. Nice. Security guard, the one that was doing the lean, I asked to buy a cigarette, and then he gave me $1. And then as I was walking, I saw there's like a fish market, but the fish market doesn't really sell fish. But it did have a bunch of greens outside. And I think I could spend $1 for the bunnies to get some more greens. So we're gonna go back that way and see. I looked at the fish store. I thought the dog was a statue. There's a dog inside there. I went to the fish market, and I didn't like it. It was $1.99 for a full romaine, and then they had smaller, shittier ones for $1. And I think I could probably go to the farmer's market. I think that's open right now. And I could probably get like 2 items for the change that I have, and it won't be gross. So maybe I'll go there instead. Because I had too much coffee this morning. I know I'm all excited because I got a job. So my adrenaline is too high, and I don't want to go home and sit in my chair. So, like, pretty fucking sure the market's open today, because I'm pretty fucking sure I saw an article where they've evicted the cheese man in the farmer's market because he didn't want to work on Wednesdays. And that's part of like the contract is you have to work on Wednesdays. It's Thursday, so that shit gotta be open. I'm not going to the cheese man though. I've never been to the cheese man. Apparently he's been there for 30-40 years, and he thought he was going to get special treatment, and he didn't. The person that I interviewed with that didn't know what a key holder was, their stall is here, and I'm really glad. I'm really fucking glad I did not take that or just like want that or anything to do with that, because man, did they ever bored. Anyway, do I want to be here? I don't want living letters. Kale is $3.50. I want a cuter kale. prices on the mushrooms. There ain't nobody buying that. $11 for a bushel. $11. Nobody's buying that. Or you can get a portobello for 20. God, I'm so glad I didn't do that. I'm so glad. I hate how they're doing construction in the one area for my shortcut that I take from the mall. Because now I have to walk up a hill. Which, to be fair, there's almost no way to get to my house without walking up a hill. Just an ass. They got good snacks, and I got snacks for money. I got mint and cilantro, and they were $1.25 each, which is pretty cheap right now because everything's really expensive. This bunny just fell asleep while she was eating. You fall asleep? Hey, what are you doing? And she had her feet right in the bowl. Good morning. It's Friday. The government got back to me and it said that it could issue me some money. I think it's gonna be close. It should be close to. What the fuck's going on? Should be close to like $200 or so. Which will definitely be enough for me to be okay with my life. But what that actually means is the $45 that I was deposited from the other job. I can use all of that now because I was gonna save like half of it just in case I needed it for like the bus fare or something. This is like worst case scenario, but I think I'm gonna be okay. So I think I can use the full $45, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to like do or where I want to go. I was looking to flyers for Food Basics and No Frills, and they don't really have any good sales this week. It's all kind of expensive, even though everything is kind of expensive right now. I could go to Nations, but generally I don't even spend $40 at Nations. I usually spend like $20 at Nations. So I'm not really sure what I want to do today. I'm not sure. I think what I will start with though is having a bagel with cream cheese. Good afternoon now. Honestly, I went back to bed and I had a nap for like 2 hours. But then when I woke up, the government had said that they would help me. And like I said, I'm gonna get about $250. So I'll probably come on Monday. And then, honestly, I'm not gonna use all of that on shoes because that would be the most expensive pair of shoes I ever bought in my life, and I just can't justify that. I'll go this way. But anyways, I'm just feeling like off today for some reason. Not that like mentally I'm feeling off, maybe mentally, but like I'm not having necessarily bad thoughts in my brain. I'm just like, meh, just meh. I don't really feel like doing anything, which means I should probably try and do something. So I'm gonna listen to my podcast And then probably I'm gonna go down to my old area where there's like a thrift store and there's Ben and Jerry's. Maybe go to No Frills. Gotta go to the Dollar Inn too. I gotta get more Advil for my teeth. So I got like 3/4 of the way to the area I wanted to go, and then suddenly in my brain I was just like, you know what? I kind of want sushi though. So I turned around and walked back so I could go to Nations. So here's a little Nations haul. Also, I feel like this whole like fatigue thing that I'm experiencing right now is probably due to my period. Because I think I'm due for my birth control shot pretty soon. I have an appointment at the end of the month to renew all of them, but I don't have a renewal right now, so we'll have to wait. I got this from the dollar store. I almost forgot because I was like, I need to go there to get this because I have all that ground chicken. And as I was walking through the aisle, this like old grandma was like, "Oh, my children used to like that," and I was like, "Oh shit, I need that." And we also got cat food. They had kale on sale. 2 for $3, I think it was. And then I got my sushi. I got tempura chips. This mochi. This sauce. Because I also got these. I shall put it away right now. So it's my only freezer item. And I also got this. It was, half price, so. And then there's some like cat food. And then finally, I did just get a lot of snacks because I'm depressed, I guess. So, chocolate bar, period. And then we got the cherry float Coca-Cola. I haven't had this before, so something new to try, something exciting. Good morning. This hair is a lot cuter, isn't it? just even though it's not like it's still wild. It's like wild in a controlled way, so I don't look crazy. This is a lot better, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I had to do a big chop with bleach blonde. It be like that sometimes, it really do. Anyways, today's Saturday. This is the oil stuff that I got from the Dollar Tree. Tame it a little bit. But I was wearing headphones anyway. That helped the most to tame it. I'm feeling a little bit better today, I guess. Starting my day off with nice coffee. Yesterday, did I do yoga? No, I didn't do yoga. I did yoga the day before. I had a bath, and then I had my Japanese curry. Finished the podcast that I was listening to that got screwed up when I was out. And then I also started on a new book. You should let me go get it. Okay, so the last book that I was reading before this one, it took me about a week to finish. And it was Geek Love by Catherine Dunn, I think. It's a book from the 80s, actually. And it's within like the top 10 list of transgressive books whenever you look up things. I tend to kind of honestly like transgressive books written by women. I don't like the ones written by men. The ones written by men are too gross. But they're like gross in a more gross way. Like I read this one, it was I also tried to read another book by her, but I didn't like it. But it was called Tampa by Alyssa Nutting, I think. But it was about a female pedophile. It was a full ass just a female pedophile. And she had written it from the perspective of the pedophile. And it was really fucking good in a way that I never want to read the book again. Like it was just it was very good. It was very, very good. I was extremely disturbed, but it wasn't in a way that was like in your face. It did not feel purposefully trying to disturb me. It just felt like it was telling a story. Whereas a lot of male authors, they purposely want to disturb you and they try and come up with like the most disturbing shit that they can possibly come up with. Whereas the women tend to have more of just like a very fucked up story. Just a really fucked up story. So I read Geek Love, which is about this like circus family, which is kind of funny because the circus is in town right now. Like that's not even there's literally a circus in town. Like when I was working at the mall, they were just setting up. They've got a big circus tent and everything. Like they have a full actual circus show. But this book was about a circus family, and it was like two people that would do a whole bunch of drugs and drink and like just do the most fucked up they can do while they're pregnant, so they could have freaks, so they could make their own freak show. So they could have like the lobster boy, and they could have like the main narrator was an albino dwarf, and then they had also the Siamese twins. So it was just like that. And then it was telling the story behind them and how it evolved over time. And that shit was like 700, 800 pages, and I actually read all of it. Usually I don't read books that long, but I actually read all of it. It was very good. It was very entertaining. Um, I didn't love all of it, but I thought it was a really good story. It was a really good story. But I have now moved on to I was reading a forum about Munchausens, and somebody had recommended this book. So I downloaded it last night. Fuck you. I downloaded it so I could read it. I read the first chapter. It was about a woman. I think it was like one of the very first few times they were able to like really study a woman who had complete delusions of like she thought she was replaced by other people, or her husband had been replaced by other people, or her children had been adopted or whatever. Um, just delusions. So I'm starting that book now. My plan for today, I have a little bit of change left over, and I think I'm gonna go to the laundromat and wash my blanket because it's been a while since I've been able to wash the blanket. I'm not even gonna say how long. We don't need to know how long. Just a while. It's been a while. It smells now too. I can smell it. It's like it smells. I need to wash it. So I think I'm gonna take it to the laundromat that's by the dispensary that I usually go to. We'll do a 2-in-1. And that's pretty much my plan for today. Because it's also supposed to rain later on. So So I'm down in the area to do my laundry, and I put my blanket in one of the machines. And then after I started the machine, I saw the sign that said, "Don't put your blanket in this machine." So I'm for the best on that. I don't want to fucking break a machine this morning. But it's only a twin. It's not like a queen or anything. It's a twin blanket. And it's down. So. Okay, so luckily the washer did not break down. I kind of knew that, but like that sign, the sign is for the Hamilton people, because they'll do that. They'll put like fucking 3 blankets in one of those tiny ass washers, but like I could put this blanket in a regular, like if I had a home washer, I could put this blanket in the home washer, but I don't. So it did not break down, and I was able to dry it fully because I thought, like, first of all, the fucking big washer was $6.50. The next largest washer was $5.50. And then there was another washer that was $4.50, and then the single load washer was $4. And I had a $5 bill. So I was able to wash it for $4. And then I used 75 cents to dry it. I thought I used $1, but I didn't. It only took 15 minutes. So